Desire, hates, and evil must expire. Elevate me, take me higher. Ooh. Salvation, we all need salvation.
Episode 218, New Zealand. Ha!
Mr. Natural, always spit factual. Proceed to the illest, but shake down all pillars. Pythonic, venomous vice, roots of mass destruction. Genocide is the product of gluttony and weak consumption. My message, I like stages to hitting hard with dark functions. Nuclear malfunction with the miscalculations pumping. Babylon still proceed in my eyes, they still bleed. The ganja, the spell put me under, true indeed. Politicians speak hypocritical of that stuff they've been through. When to get through this crisis in time, we must believe too. For all it's worth, we must listen to Mother Earth. Survive and build, raise our children right from birth. Never cover those who kill, never cover the dollar bill. Uplift your brother, man, fellow sister up high. Yes, until those who fall stumble upon others become our brothers. And war will never ever again create children with no mothers.
Salvation's patience burn like fire. Unification, love, desire, hates, and evil must expire. Elevate me, take me higher. Ooh. Salvation, we all need salvation.
If sleep is the cousin of death, then pollution is the ones that be stealing our breath. We must open up our minds to other thoughts and concepts. Me no worry about no AP, no ancestors. We so alike, just like dolphins in the sea. We all mammal, ignorant by chat. We'll go train this news a channel. Slap you with my jandle, stagger feed you a tidbit, just a sample of styles we got ample. Slake ignorant at the ankles, Mr. Majesty. Mr. Majesty, oh that be me. Mr. Majesty, oh that be me. Mr. Majesty, yeah, me DJ, and ice up on the rhythm. This is overstay opinion. Me DJ and ice up on the rhythm. This is the overstay opinion.
Salvation's patience burn like fire. Unification, love, desire, hates, and evil must expire. Elevate me, take me higher. Ooh. Salvation, we all need salvation. Burn like fire, unification, love, desire, hates, and evil must expire. Elevate me, take me higher. Ooh. Salvation, we all need salvation.
What up, cousins? It's episode 218 of the HoodHype Show. Welcome back to the basement. You just heard King Kapisi. Name of the song is called Salvation. He's from Auckland, New Zealand. His Twitter's at King Kapisi, and his website's kingkapisi.net. Make sure you check him out. And, man, this episode is something special because something happened in the past couple weeks that I did not expect to happen. The music out of the country of New Zealand blew me completely away. I was aware of David Dallas, and recently I was aware of the artist Lady Six, who we just interviewed for this episode. Make sure you stick around for the indie spotlight with her later in the episode. We're going to preview a couple great tracks off of her new album, Automatic. But after a little bit of research, I found something extremely surprising. That country has some of the most soulful, gritty, inspiring hip-hop, soul, and R&B music that I've heard come out of any one country outside of this country in a long time. Crazy talent. I don't know what's in the water down there. I mean, they got their toilets flushing backwards, and you guys got the Vegemite and all that crazy shit. I don't know what it is, but something is... I don't know what it is. You guys just have great music coming out of that country, and I respect it. It's the whole reason why I do this show, and it inspired the hell out of me in this episode. I'm completely blown away. So let's get this started with the homies Homebrew. Straight from the North Island to the South Island, Auckland to Christchurch. It's New Zealand this episode. We got Homebrew featuring Hollie Smith and Tyna Keelan. Name of the song's called Good God. Auckland, New Zealand in the building. Check them out on Twitter at Homebrew Crew. Let's go.
Yeah. We're going to hell for this one. It's going out to the Pope. You'll suck my dick. For the kids stealing money out the donation plate. See you in hell. Yeah. Hey yo, what up, broski? Long time no see. So what's the go, G? OD. It's been a minute since I've seen you out of my way. So what's with all the mind games? Shit, bro, for Christ's sake, you ain't even got the time to chat. Fuck, we're burning up down here. You couldn't even write me back, cut the act. These are serious days. Don't give me all that shit about you working in mysterious ways. That's some bumper sticker bullshit for fools who believe in lies. And spinning rent, paying 10% weekly ties. Why you fuck around fucking other people's wives? Tuning into people's lives like it's fucking CSI. On CNI like some perverse secret spy. Watching decent people die, trying to get a piece of pie. Fighting for some equal rights, dying for some peace and rice. How you fucking sleeping now, you motherfucker? Jesus Christ. Mad Max with a gang patch. A cunt trying to use the world for his 10 packs on a bloody Sunday in Palestine. St. Valentine massacre, masses of genocide. You're the one behind all this tigerless, violence. The one supplying us with what you're denying us. The so many scientists, the world's biggest businessman, trying to build some fucked up Disneyland and no one can get into unless they pay your churches and dedicate their lives to your praise and worship like they get slaves and servants. You celebrate the celibate to say your sermons while you incinerate the sinners in your flaming furnace like that's what they deserve. But you just gotta say the word, wave your one, save the earth, but you just wanna make it worse. Send us all to hell? Shit, that's a hell of a lot of paperwork. You got the rapists, the racists, the masons, the faithless, ungracious, gays, Jews, the statists, the traitors who stole their new neighbors, newspapers. There enough space in hell for all our faces. Goodness gracious, my God, trying to just live is like a full-time job. So I put down your word, picked up my iPod. You talk too much shit, I'd rather listen to Bob, and that's real. Sick of all your nonsense, sounding like a brat with some kind of never had a daddy complex. Homophobe, kiddie for the self-centered cunt. Well, fuck you, fuck Muhammad, and fuck your son. Yeah, I said it, and Bob, you can quote me that. I'll reach you like a million times, they never wrote me back. You wanna judge me? Psh, you don't know me, Jack. Good God, what a load of crap. You two-faced motherfucker.
Fucked a lot of people up. Straight out of Central Tamaki, place of the dreams, where the faces from Queen is traded for green by the fiends that rob and steal your pocket money, pop your wheels, stock your honey just for the fix and your sneaking money. I don't try to be or do what's wrong along you yet. There's something deep inside of me that's tired of its privacy. Aspire higher piracy, you fire 9 degrees of smooth maneuvers through the niches of society. I spit forth with cryptics, fiending for variety. Been meaning for the scheme to finish, now I see anxiety. I get so high, I see unimaginable things like catalyst fence fatales pulling the Hannibal strings. Speaking to animal kings, letting emotions free. I'm fast asleep but still awake while peeking out at mad calamities. Your anagram of tragedy to sober my doubt. I'm getting sick of all this bullshit, I'm over and out. What?
They say you cannot be an icon forever, that you eventually pop from the pressure. As if I said it was a desperate measure. I'm over and out, so it's now or never.
Over and out, from under and end, the final drips of gin tickle my grin, and stubborn and when to begin the beginning of end. The wickedest sicker to sicken the men, that sickens me out from within. I fear and loathe inside of my dome alone, I'm stuck in the sin. Sit with an angel on my right shoulder, demon on the left, until the demon crept around and stabbed the angel in the neck. Hey yo, I'm out of this world, spinning like the planet Earth with Jupiter. Product of what happened after God, fuck Lucifer. What this bag of Rudia, tripping balls about to fall, over and all behind the mask, bouncing off the fucking wall. My eyes be popping as I silently shout. Hey yo, I'm sick of all this bullshit, I'm over and out.
They say you cannot be an icon forever, that you eventually pop from the pressure. As if I said it was a desperate measure. I'm over and out, so it's now or never.
Two objects move in a synchronized speed. Hover and out, take heed. Right in the brim and destruction, female male function. This just in an X-ray coma's a mutation of the system. No cure for this disease collapses the nation. Can't think how the sink bring epitome of extinct. Strikes fear in the eyes of the individual. Racing heart pinnacle, no spiritual chance of a miracle. Sense that you thought was yourself, good health, rich wealth, over and out. Why doubt, why shout? Words that will never be heard. These are life lessons that you don't wanna learn. Always me, economy, enemy. But there's no Y in team, means the end of me, no doubt. I'm sick of all this bullshit, I'm over and out.
They say you cannot be an icon forever, that you eventually pop from the pressure. As if I said it was a desperate measure. I'm over and out, so it's now or never.
Goes walking, and when she passes, each one she passes goes.
Her dress blows in the wind, almost thought I caught a glimpse of her soul through her skin. Her skin glistens, a gold glimmer of hope in her. I'm hoping to be more than a friend, or might be more wise to admire from a while away. I know how this ends, cause this moment means much more unspoken. The silence goes on unbroken. I can't help but wonder what she believes, her philosophies in life and what she sees as the meaning of it. Whole days full of deep discussions, think about pursuit and its repercussions. I try to move on, but every Sunday at the fruit market I see a moon walk right past me. I often think about stopping her, but I don't want to taint the facade that I've got of her.
When she walks, it's like a samba that swings so cool and sways so gently that when she passes, each one she passes goes.
She got the hips of a dancer, the strut of a tightrope walker, with the grace of a panther and the calm of a snake charmer. I'm disarmed by her aura. Her smile is a song and I'm listening. Her glances escape from the world that I'm living in. Am I in love? I'm too smart to succumb. But yo, what if she's the one? The planet's a gallery, she's the work of art. So close, but in fact we a world apart, separated by reality. She's real, but I think I'm more attracted to the fantasy. A fantasy is where you know the end. Reality's a little colder, cause there isn't no controlling it. So I guess I'ma drive in a slow lane, following the shadow of the girl with no name.
Oh, body watches so sadly. How can he tell her he loves her?
Was I lying? New Zealand has some funky tunes, dude. That was Raiza, Biza, Girl With No Name was the name of the song from the Dream Something LP. Check him out on Twitter, at Raiza Biza. Before that, we had SuperVillains RMC. Name of the song was Over and Out from their SVRMC album. Check them out on Twitter, at SVillains RMC. And of course, before that, we had the very blasphemous Brew with Hollie Smith and Tyna Keelan. Good God. I think I'm going to hell for spinning that song. So we're going to change the topic real quick and jump over to the indie spotlight this episode, which is something new. We don't get to talk to R&B and soul artists very often, let alone find music to spin. Not to mention good R&B and soul music on the independent front that's outside this country, New Zealand in particular. I came across Lady Six, her album Automatic, a few weeks ago and was completely blown away. She has a really raw and gritty sound. Really like it a lot. And she happens to be a very creative and actually pretty popular artist in New Zealand who has a few albums out. If you haven't heard about her, make sure you look her up. She's a fantastic person to speak with, very down to earth. Had a blast talking to her about her music. But enough of me talking, let her tell it to you. What up, Lady Six?
Hey, this is Lady Six from New Zealand. You're listening to the HoodHype show. What up, though? Lady's actually my nickname. I've been called Lady since I was born. My dad, one of these guys that like dishes out nicknames to everybody. Once he said, so this is the lady we've been waiting for. And I've been called Lady ever since. And I used to call myself, when I first started in hip-hop and started rapping, I called myself Lady K. And a friend of mine was like, you should call yourself Lady Six, because this wrestler, the Six Pack at the time, had this move called the Buzz Killer, and he was kind of like, you and your humor is kind of like a massive buzzkill because it's so sarcastic and in turn a bit mean. So, oh, Lady Six, yeah, like Lady Buzz Killer Six, I like that, and it's just been the name that I've ran with ever since. Okay, so this track is called Slow Ride, and it features Invincible, who is this incredible MC from Detroit. Actually, the way that I met her, I totally was not expecting to meet her, but she happens to be sort of like almost like YZ's little sister. And he was the one that introduced Parks and I to her when we came over to record. And she was kind enough to write a verse for the track. The song is basically about this long ride that Heydon and Parks and I did when we were picking beats. And it was like 3 a.m, and we were cruising in Judo's car, and we just went round and round and round. I think it was Conan Gardens, just for hours, just playing beat after beat after beat. And that's where the song comes from.
If you don't want to go, we don't need to go. We can stay behind late, watch the lights come up slow.
Sunrise come up real slow, go.
And if you don't want to move, we can keep things still.
Keep it still, keep it chill,
Live a day in the life and right to ease our own ills. I can pick them all night, light up the city, make the beat go round. Or we could bring it down. Slowly, I got all you really need. I really do now. Slowly time to get deep. Make it roll as we go, writing notes as we're cruising in the streets. I can put them all night, light up the city, make the beat go round. Or we could bring it down. Slowly, I got all you really need. I really do now. Slowly, way down low to the first degree. Or we could bring it down. Fly on high, ride on up, touch the tips of trees. We can move any way you want, any way you want is all good for me. Slowly, I got all you really need. I really do now. Slowly, way down low to the first degree. Or we can bring it down. Fly on high, ride on up, touch the tips of trees. We can move any way you want, any way you want is all good for me. Key in the ignition and freedom is the mission plan. Feed them what they missing when I'm spitting. Come on, listen, man. Yes, it's me, I'm a rebel with flows. Destiny when I let it unfold. Sets us free, it's inevitable. Effortlessly when I let go control. And submit to the higher purpose. Feel a home in the zone. My soul is fully furnished in all earnestness. For the longest I felt I was embodying worthlessness, and they deserve this gift. Reflecting as I'm riding down the boulevard, writing down these bully bars. Fully on to leave a track with bullet scars. Coning way out to Colombo. Humble but ready to rumble. More flavorful than some gumbo. Watching illusions can crumble and dissolve. Lamars. Doodle my new self and evolve as the wheels revolve. The city make the beat go round. Christchurch to Motown. We can bring it down. Slowly, I got all you really need. I really do now. Slowly, way down low to the first degree. Oh, we can bring it down. Fly on high, ride on up, touch the tips of trees. We can move any way you want, any way you want is all good for me.
Automatic. It's the idea of sort of going into what I felt like was a type of automatic, and it was kind of opening yourself up, I suppose, to the music and sort of letting yourself sort of be a funnel of the music and sort of trusting in yourself and your skills. A lot of the record and a lot of the songs sort of were spontaneously made in the studio. Like, so to me it was a type of automatic, like a mode almost, like going into automatic mode. You kind of sound a little bit far out and sort of trippy and hippie, but it really made sense to me. Yeah, something inside me changed forever after that in terms of the way that I think about what it is that I do. So this is Ready to Fly, and it's a song that features Hux and Scribe and Tara Hammond. Scribe and Tara Hammond are my two first cousins. Scribe's quite a popular MC in New Zealand. It's like my absolute honour and pleasure to always invite my family to be on a record with me. This song is basically about smoking weed, but I especially wanted to play this one because they're on it, and I think it's a dope track.
We like trees in the night breeze, healing the scars. Nobody can really steal it, the feeling is ours. Two souls deeper than the holes they drilling in Mars. Through the dark, shining light as bright as a trillion stars. In your eyes, reflection, so precise and correct with the trajectory. Looking back on the past like it's a lesson. Classes in session, puff it and pass to the left. And now let's get away. It's been so long waiting for them better days. Sometimes feels like I'll never escape. Standing in the spotlight, front and center stage. So come and shoot the shit with L6 and get high. My clique bumping quietly just to get by. Pass me the fire, watch me light up the sky. Got some blue zigzags and I'm ready to fly.
Come with me to the moon. I'll blaze a trail. We'll follow stars when we will get up. Lay with me on the lawn. It won't be long before we're flying in the mines, and we will get away from it all. Just you and I, nobody else around. So lighting trees in the moonlight. multicolor white light.
Is actually, it's a funny story to the song. I wrote the verse and the chorus, and parts had another instrument, so it's more or less the same, but a little different. And he vetoed it. He was like, nah, it's not going to make the record. It's kind of got a cool feel. And we went back over to Detroit the second time, and we were just playing through some of the demos of stuff that we'd demoed back at home. And Jordache was the one that was actually like, this has got to go on the record. This has to go on the record. And then me and Park said, like, we were laughing because I was like, he vetoed it and I really wanted it on the record. And he said no. And Jordache was like, give it to me. And then we recorded some more on it. Then we gave it to Jordache, and then he took it home and sort of like reworked it, came back, and then Park arranged it a little bit more, and that's how we came up with HoodHype.
Darling, if we only could be free from the truth that keeps me bound down, holding the floor. If everything we touch turned into something better.
Hey, this is Lady from Lady 6 from New Zealand. You're listening to the HoodHype Show. What up, though?
Special thanks to Lady 6, man. Christchurch, New Zealand. Please cop her album Automatic. There's a lot of great music on that album. Check her out at lady6.com. That's LADI6.com. And the same thing on Twitter as Lady6. Like I said, she's got a lot of good music on that album. It's got a lot of production by Wajid from Detroit. And her dude Parks, who seems like a very, very talented producer from New Zealand as well. And she said she's going to put me up on a bunch of New Zealand artists. I'm going to take her up on that because there is some crazy talent, as I'm sure you're hearing this episode. And that brings me to the next song, which we're familiar with this dude. This is David Dallas from Auckland, New Zealand. Check him out on Twitter at d.dallas. He actually, I remember David Dallas used to have a deal, I believe, with Duck Down Records, so I don't know what happened with that. Either way, he sounds great still, man. He's still putting out great music. Check him out at daviddallas.co.nz. The name of this song's Trouble from his Buffalo Man album. David Dallas, what up? Let's go!
You can tell by the energy I'm putting out. One day this will be a story that they write a book about. Since I started looking round, wasn't comfortable with my surroundings. Wasn't really looking for a struggle, but I found it. I should've known better, but my ambition exceeded my reach. Doing what I'd always done, it never made me feel complete. So I had to switch the style up, like Banks said, but the money didn't pile up. Honey, the bills did, felt like I could kill shit. Got a girl to care for, father in the hospital, mother to be there for. Meanwhile, I'm trying to be somebody overseas, booking flights on my credit card nobody else believes. Tank running on E, feeling like I couldn't breathe sometimes. Suffocated, couldn't see no light at the end of the tunnel. It all falls down, but we emerge from the rubble. Yeah, I set a song once again, play a tune just to ease the strain, pour another glass, drink away the pain. It's an everyday thing, trying to let it out. Troubles in my mind, trying to forget about. I set a song once again, play a tune just to ease the strain, pour another glass, drink away the pain. It's an everyday thing, trying to let it out. Troubles in my mind, trying to forget about. I use the music as a coping mechanism. Recognize that most people talk but never listen. Caught up in our own worlds, nothing's ever given that you can't handle though. Ain't a problem big enough for me to not dismantle, so I drive slow like Ye and Paul. Sit back, analyze, try to take it all in. Looking back at times when I gave my all, and it felt like the universe ain't playing ball. Shit hurt, couple tough breaks, but they made me tougher though. Now my subwoofer's well equipped to hit another low. Ain't waiting around no more, now I just get up and go. Lace the Eddie, ease up, pull the denim bucket low. Got the crowd mobbing me and Dash every other show. Money better, so I can't afford to bring a couple bros on the road now. How quickly I forget these good times, but the memory of lost stays fresh up in my mind. I set a song once again, play a tune just to ease the strain, pour another glass, drink away the pain. It's an everyday thing, trying to let it out. Troubles in my mind, trying to forget about. I set a song once again, play a tune just to ease the strain, pour another glass, drink away the pain. It's an everyday thing, trying to let it out. Troubles in my mind, trying to forget about.
Oh, Lordy, trouble so hard. Oh, Lordy, trouble so hard. Don't nobody know my trouble but God. Don't nobody know my trouble but God.
the one, or am I looking for the one night? Do I wanna get someone? Do I just wanna get someone? Yeah, my mom likes. I don't know what I want, but I don't have. And I have but one life. Might as well get down to the sunlight. Cause you gotta have fun when you're young, right? But this shit gets old. And I kinda want something new. And I got this cake and I really wanna keep it. But I really wanna eat it too. What can I say? I'm a freaky dude. Got an easy girl and a freaky mood. What you gonna be when your phone goes beep, beep, beep? Me so free too. I know you love your chick, but she love to suck it dick. I mean, suck it like a porno star. But all that you so fucking big. Kinda shit. That fucking bitch rubs your ego, rubs your tits. Then you wake up, make up running, wondering what the fuck you did. But it's too late. She loves you bad, boy. She fucks you good. If you had the chance, what would you do? Tiger Wood. You get what you want, then forget what you have, then regret what you did, and then it's too late to get her back.
She said, fuck me like you love me. She said, fuck me like you love me. She said, fuck me like you love me. That's what she told me. And so I did, and I woke up on my only. She said, fuck me like you love me. She said, fuck me like you love me. She said, fuck me like you love me like you know me. And so I did, and I woke up on my only.
Yeah. All I want is girls, yeah, that's the curse of a god. But maybe it's options, yeah, that's words to the wise. I know that I don't wanna go around breaking hearts, but I can't help it. Creeping, I see what a niche ain't taking chances, being selfish. Like fuck it, carpe diem, no love when it's hot in season. Gotta leave as soon as you sleeping, I mean it's like Hollie cheating. But after it's hot and heated, I'm feeling like I'm a demon. See, my girl is in my heart, but this chick is in my DMs like Kapisi, my favorite shit. Can't get it out of my head when I'm home alone, I play it, then think about you in my bed. So if you down, give me a text, I'll come around, she coming next. She puts her hands up on my shoulders and I kiss her on the neck. But fuck it, don't mean nothing, my eyes are trick in my head. Losing love over lust and some bitch that I never met. It's some dumb shit, but when it's said and done, I got it there. And she wants something from me, obviously not respect. She said,
fuck me like you love me. She said, fuck me like you love me. She said, fuck me like you love me. That's what she told me. And so I did, and I woke up on my only. She said, fuck me like you love me. She said, fuck me like you love me. She said, fuck me like you love me like you know me. And so I did, and I woke up on my own.
Yeah. Am I looking for the one, or am I looking for a 10? And how can I trust some chick who wanna fuck some guy with a girlfriend? And how can I trust myself if I'm thinking about someone else's? Man, if I really knew how I felt, I wouldn't have no doubt about this, right? I just make her my wife, like no looking back on shit. Like I'm happy with what I have, that's it. That's me for life, right? But I really ain't ready for it yet. But I wonder will I ever be? And I know that I better be ready to accept that eventually death's gonna get to me. And I don't wanna die alone. But is that reason enough? Is there even a reason to love? Sometimes I don't even believe in this stuff. And I really wanna act like Miniman. But then again, I know a lot of men that don't cheat. And I know a lot of girls that ain't so feminine. And the way that we like to define it, real love, am I likely to find it? Shit, maybe I already have, but I'm too young, so I try to deny it. Got a girl in my bed, got her in my head, but I heard you gotta get it while it's hot. So I try to forget, and I get what I get. Wake up and rip what I got, damn. Full of fun when I'm sitting by myself. What the fuck have I done? I guess that cat got my tongue. That cat got my tongue. Yeah, I got me some. Woke up with none. I guess that cat got my tongue. That cat got my tongue. I got me some. Woke up with none. And she said, fuck me like you love me. She said, fuck me like you love me. She said, fuck me like you love me. That's what she told me. And so I did, and I woke up on my only. She said, fuck me like you love me. She said, fuck me like you love me. She said, fuck me like you love me like you know me. And so I did, and I woke up on my only.
them that West open board can lay it on the track and put that lowercase K on the map. I'm talking about that place that they underrate, where they run it straight. Been at the back of the pack like a number 8, but we moving up. Grab a cup and another case of Heineken. We ain't never drunk a dozen spades. I couldn't give a fuck if you couldn't get a bitch. Before you put your tape out, now you swear that you the shit. So tell me what that hate about, why you staring? Is you pissed? Comparing that weak shit to this? Please, we just rolling up trees at the spot. I'm talking about the cave and it ain't gon' stop till I got 100K stats, a summer day batch, a chicken hot heels, a 5-star meals for real. Where we headed town bound, so you can ride with me and I get around Tupac in 93 and Shock G, cause life's too short to not be blowing out smoke or rolling up notes, swapping those crates, sipping crushed grapes. Got that wine up in your system, you trying us, we don't listen. Your time's up and you slipping, my shine blocking your vision. Get some Ray-Bans, I'm on my like a spray can, and I ain't talking glow ups. You keep talking blow up and that shit played. Man, I ain't hating if that's your aim, but knowing that home fucking feels you, that shit quake. Cooper, and while we looking to the future, you dwelling on the past, we just yelling GDR to the whole team, crack it. Talk tax bracket, pour that rum and that coke and that beer, cause I GOT this here, boat.
Have it, buddy. Did I lie to you? Episode 218, man, chock full of New Zealand hip-hop and R&B. All great. Raw talent. And it's the whole reason why I do this. It's so exciting, man. It's a great bunch of artists coming out of that country. I almost said state. It's small. Lady Six said it's a population of 400,000 people. It's a small country. Anyway, that was the Daylight Robbery featuring Jordache and Heydon Hohaia. Name of the song was Rollercoaster. They're from Auckland, New Zealand. From their Daylight Robbery EP. Grab their Twitter and website link off the website at hoodhype.com/episodes, episode 218. Click that and look up Daylight Robbery on the website. Before that, we had At Peace. Name of the song was Cake. Ha! Peace Cake. From his album Girl Songs. Check him out at Young Gifted and Broke on Twitter. Or you can check him out at peace.co.nz. And of course, before that, we had David Dallas, Lady Six feature, Raiza Biza, SuperVillains RMC, Homebrew, and Kapisi. It's been a great album. Thank you, New Zealand. It's been a great episode. Thank you, New Zealand. Real quick, I want to make a quick comment on the show. You new listeners may not know this, but previously, unless you went back and listened to previous episodes, but previous to this year, we used to have a full-on hip-hop talk show. We talk about everything from politics, music, to women. It was basically a man show with hip-hop spiced in. The main host left the show, and then we brought in another host, and things just weren't meshing right, and now it became back to its roots, really, what the show originally started out as, which is host introducing the music, presenting great music to you guys, and letting you listen to some great independent music, which was the whole intention of the show to begin with. So on Facebook, we posted to see what people felt about bringing back the old show and we do still have a heavy following of listeners who love the way we used to do it. Problem was, and I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me, but the numbers don't lie. The problem is that a lot of people like to hear just the music. We got so much email saying, less talking, more music. So when Major took off and we parted ways with Mola One, kind of brought it back to the music. So with that said, me and Major been talking a bit, and we're considering launching a new show outside of HoodHype, separate show, specifically for what it used to be, which was talk, and everything else was still going to be hip-hop centered. But this is going to maintain is the front for independent music. That's the theory, at least. So we'll see what happens. I want to thank everybody who supported the show previous to this year and everybody who continues to support and our new supporters. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We got new music every week and got a new artist coming next week. Got a couple on deck that are coming, so stay tuned. I don't want to drop names, man, because it seems like it falls through every time I say it. So stay tuned. We got some more independent music coming for you guys. Thank you so much for your support. It's your boy JMack. Follow me on Twitter, JMackHH, that's JMackHH, and email me at jmack@hoodhype.com. Tell me your feelings about the show, where you'd like to see it to go. If you have an idea for a title for a new show, for our talk show, let me know. Get at me. We'll talk to you guys soon. This episode 218. Thanks for listening to me yap for 10 minutes. Shots in New Zealand. Bang!